Welcome to the eSeniors Saturday race. It's IMOLA, and we are doing, this is a kind of a full grid mixed with Group 1, Group 2. And we have Timmy here today. Say hi to Timmy. Hey Timmy, first time on the show, I think. So this is a pre-season game. We have 29 racers here, and it's GT3. We're gonna see the new cars in action. So it's gonna be really cool. Just another minute, and I think it's resetting right now. So let's get to the action. Here we go. So we have all the new cars. We have Ferrari, we have Porsche. We also the old cars, so see how they perform in some of the older cars. We have an Audi, we have Mercedes, we have BMW, we have a Bentley. I also see, when it comes to the newer cars, one Lamborghini. John Saunders drives the Lamborghini, and several Ferraris too. Manuel Sosa needed the password. Sent that to him. So here we go. Full swing. We are in full swing of qualifying. Hey, welcome to the stream. KB Smith joining the stream. Thanks for joining. Just getting my things in order. Yeah, so we have the new Porsche here. John, I'm sorry, it's not the Porsche. This is the Lamborghini, actually. It kind of looks like the Porsche, though. I get a little bit confused over it. 29 cars on the grid right now. So we should see times here in the 1:33, certainly 1:33. For sure, Jonathan Wood just put the fastest lap on the board. But that's just an out lap, so that's not really anything to count at this point. Letting the drivers go around. I'm gonna try and give, that's the new Ferrari. Oh, looks good, doesn't it? Ponov driving the Porsche. This is Dejan Ponov, yeah, Dejan. So that's exciting. Oh, he's sliding around a bit. Pushing hard, not really getting up the temperature. And speaking of temperature, that's the new thing. You have to, it's a little bit more forgiving on the temperatures. So you can have a good grip on, I guess, a wider window. But still, you have certain characteristics of the tire depending on what pressure you have. So, yeah, a lot to think about. I was driving the Porsche and also the McLaren here, as well as the Ferrari, and I found for the McLaren, which I'm so used to, I felt it felt really good, and you could take that Variante Alta chicane in a different way. Daniel Britos is here. He is driving the Aston Martin. Purple lap, Roman Mark, Slovenia. He is in the Nissan, so he did a 1:44. That's certainly going to be beat, and it got beat right now by Ponov. You're gonna see there's like a message coming up there, purple lap. That's kind of a new thing that comes with this leaderboard I'm using. I'm gonna work on the background on that. I'm not sure that's so clear. I want to have a red background and the white text. I was just fiddling with that just before the race, so I haven't really honed in on that. Ollie is doing the Porsche. KB Smith in the Ferrari. We have a lot of drivers here. Tom Darby, I think he is one of the newer drivers from the United States here in his black Ferrari. Looking good there, coming through. Let's do a cockpit view of Tom as he's coming through in the first sector. Getting on the throttle there just to avoid that he goes wide, coming into Acqua Minerale. I felt in the beginning was driving the cars, they were kind of really nervous on braking going into the corner when they have a kind of high-speed braking area. See how he's doing here on the coming a little bit awkward in there. Anderson to get through. Goes hard through that corner. I think he's on the clean lap though. What kind of time Tom is clocking. He did a 1:46.8. Someone else out on track tried to set his first time. This is the Porsche of David Lawrence. This is a 1:52, so he needs to work a little bit more on his time there. Right now, Ponov is the fastest guy on track, but Dershan is trying to catch his dad. This is kind of a cool talking point in this race. We have Dershan and Mirsch. Dershan is the son. Drives the Porsche, Dad drives the Ferrari. Dershan goes really wide, but he's up on his time just a little bit. But is he? He lost a lot of time there. He abandons the lap. He was just about to reach Mirsch Ponov's time, but wasn't able to do that. Jonathan Wood, though, he is about 1.5 tenths behind the leader. So on the leaderboard you see the green marker on the leaderboard means that they just completed their best lap. So Jonathan avoids his lap. Let's go over to Persson a little bit. Larsson, I'm sorry. Larsson drives the Ferrari. Let's actually jump over to Mirsch, who is just behind him. So John Saunders just did the fastest lap. Mirsch he avoided his lap, so he is not on a fast lap. But Larsson he's up 0.3. He's 1.3 behind the leader, so he needs a little bit more. Push a little bit more. Hi guys on the stream, let me know if you can hear me all right, and if you need more track sound or these cars sound really good. So I hope you can hear. Larsson up 0.4. That would, well, actually, that wouldn't really do anything for him because he's so far behind P4, which is Jonathan Wood. So he really has to do something really amazing. Let's look at Max Sharpenberg, one of the newer drivers. Ferrari here coming through. In the last couple of turns, he's up half a second. That would push him up into the P10, certainly maybe a P7 even. Let's see how he can do. Oh, he's up on his time here. He's up 0.7. That would push him into maybe P6. See if he can push down Caballero from P6. Coming over the line, and there he is, P6 for Richard Sharpenberg. Good job there. What else can we look at? Holmes, look at that. Craig Holmes in the Audi. Just a few Audis on track today. I see 2 of them. He's up a second and a half, so he's started to get a little bit air under his wings. So he comes in P12, qualifying. Very nice. Okay, Mr. Chubb just placed himself in P7. Brian Chubb in the qualifying in his Ferrari. You know, pumpkin-colored Ferrari, if I can say that. I'm looking down the leaderboard to see anyone else that has a time. Chris Bournes is all the way in the back. We have 30 cars on the track today. That's awesome. Great, great grid. We have less than 4 minutes. Who have we not looked at? I want to put the newer guys in the spotlights a little bit. Tom Darby is down in the... David Lawrence, he has not clocked... Well, he has a 1:48.3 as his best, so that's 6 seconds behind. Oh, now we have 31 drivers in. What an awesome grid today. I'm on the injured list today. I have some pain in my Achilles. Careful with that. Don't want that one to snap. So Mirsh Parnov is 900s behind Saunders. And Mirsh and Saunders have Sector 1, the same sector time. Very even. Looking forward to a great battle bit there. Let's see what Deschamps can do. If he can push Daddy down. It looked good for a little while, but he lost a little bit of time there in that in that hairpin. I'm scanning and scanning to see someone that's on the run. So quite a bit of delta between the first 5 and then P6 and slower. Oh, people get out of the way. Comes Deschamps. Through Variante Alta. You saw how the Porsche easily got through those. That's a good setup there. Could negotiate that Variante Alta in just a really competitive way. But he's up. He's up on his time. Goes a little bit wide there. Looks like he lost a lot of time there. He went wide. Lost all his time. He had the opportunity actually to push them dead, but that didn't happen. John Saunders still in the lead, 1:42.2. Really good time. That's what I expected to see. The best drivers here. These are all Group 1 drivers. Deschamps is a younger guy, so he's not 50 yet. So he's just driving for this open race today. Peter LaFrance in the Ferrari. He has a good time right now as we have less than 1 minute. He's up 0.8 on his time coming in through the last turn. Lost a little bit of time there, what he can do. Push himself up in P10 maybe, P11 perhaps. Yeah, P10. Peter LaFrance. Great job there. Ryan Chubb coming right after. See if he can push La France down. He needs a little bit more time. He lost time. He's just starting his lap. He's in the first sector. Saunders looking to improve his time. Yeah, he's up 0.2. We're just about to reach the end of qualifying. There it is. So this will be the last lap for Chubb. As you can see, we have very international crowd racing. A couple of cars does not have the country flag for some reason. There is some, I think that's on the ACC side. There's a little bit mystery why that happens. So Chubb losing time, and he abandons his lap. Is Hopkins still on a valid lap? He's up 0.5. Bruce Hopkins, expected him to be a little bit higher. Running in P22 right now. He's looking to improve his time with a second right now. That would put him into P14. Now he lost a lot of time there. Good looking livery though. It's just up 0.4. Could push him up a couple of positions, maybe P19. Maybe he can get in front of Jeremy Robas. It's in P22 and he goes into P19. There it is. That's qualifying. So John Saunders, P1 on a 1:42.2. I'm going to make a note of that because people always ask. So 1:42 to 85. That's the best. And right behind him we had Mirshpanov. Going to start next to him. And behind we have behind Saunders we're going to have Deschampanov and Jonathan Wood doing well in P4. Jonathan Larsson P6. Chris Bourne Larsson P5. Chris Bourne P6. Sharpenberry P7, Britos P8, Holmes P9, and La France P10. So good racing is ahead. I'm going to start the race in a little bit. I can get on the track walk. We can put the groove on. Let's look at the IMOLA track walk for a moment. This is the start. It's going to be a lot of cars here coming through the first variant at Tamburello. And then this long straight is difficult variant de Villeneuve. Easy to go wide coming into the hairpin Tosa. Up the hill. And this high speed left hand, they just flick it to the left. Coming down the hill. Get it sell for Acqua Minerale. Just want to be able to power up. Get through Variante Alta, which you can do a little bit easier now with the current setups. And the last turns into Rivazza and out of Rivazza. Just power out to complete your lap at Imola. And the best, the qualifying time was 1:42.2. Great lap for the guys. Getting set up. Unfortunately, I lost my cam that I'm used been using to look at the cars from the kind of a side view. Updated race control that I'm using to control cameras and see the times and all that. And that camera got reset, so we will make do. I expect it to be some door-to-door. We're coming into the first, or actually it's turn number 2, I think it is. First chicane. Yeah, Ferrari fast, Richard. Few guys have the original cars. That I think all the cars have improved in feeling, so to speak. So this is exciting. We have John Saunders and Mirsh Panov next to each other, and behind we had Dejan Panov in the... He's driving the Porsche. So Lamborghini, the only Lamborghini on track, is on pole. So maybe the Lamborghini is an underestimated car because it was kind of not so popular in the previous release, so to speak. So let's see what this starting grid can do. Keeping an eye on several things here as we starting the race. John Saunders, Mirsh Panov, and Dejan Panov. This is he's the green Porsche there, and he's in P3 and that is in P2. That could be an interesting talking point as we're coming through the race. And here we go. Here's the start. John Saunders get a good start. Dejan comes up almost parallel to Mirsh. So Dejan is now ahead, almost ahead of Mirsh. He has the inside track. Yeah, he takes the position from Mirsh. And we have a little accident all the way in the back. Several. We have Britos, Larsson. So several accidents. Oh, that looks like... yeah, that's a lot of yellow flags all over the field. Looks like most people have been able to recover. We have a few guys in the backs, that Queen and Holmes. We'll see what they're gonna do. So this is a 50-minute race. We have a pit stop, which is mandatory. And mandatory for fuel. There is a Chubb. Mr. Chubb is fighting. Don Queen all the way in the back. He sits there. I think he abandoned his race. That's unfortunate. John Saunders took the lead there. See if we can catch that. Something happened. Something that looked spicy. Let's see. We can see. He was in the lead, so let's see. Just trying to see what happened here. The Dejan is pushing. In the replay, and they're coming through almost side by side. Okay, so they're coming out there. So that's the quarter. Oh, Dejan is really racy today. Look at that. And here comes Panov behind him. Very racy down there. Skelton just passed Shannon on the straight. Darby in the pits. Pit stop, or the pit window had not opened yet. So someone goes off there. That's Torrance. Pit window have not opened yet. So Darby is probably in there for repairs. That's unfortunate. Dejan Panov sits with the fastest lap right now. Well, that's a 1:54.2, so that's kind of just the opening lap, if you will. So we're gonna see sharper times. Carlo. Which Carlo do you mean? If he's here. Oh, Schmidt. Oh, look at that. He went out. I think he had some disconnect there. It looked really weird. Is he back on track? Huh. That's weird. I think he got a little glitch. Jonathan Wood tried to catch up with Pornoff, both in the Ferrari. So interesting to see. A lot of Ferraris up in top, but Saunders is looking more and more comfortable in the Lamborghini. As I said, maybe this is an underestimated car. Who knows? Going down the grid a little bit to see what's going on. We have Larsson from Sweden racing Caballero from Uruguay. Oh, Skelton doing some side to side with Peter David. See if he overcommit. Yeah, it's very easy to do that there. I've seen that over and over again. You late brake, but then you can't keep it together. Now we have a very spicy situation behind there. We have Britos coming up, or he's almost touching, and there's a touch door to door. Shannon. Oh, Sousa goes off track. And my headset power is low. A wireless headset. I might need to change the headset here in a little bit. But right now we're following Shannon. Let's see, there's a lot of close racing here up the field. This is Hopkins getting very, very close to Chubb. Oh, this whole row of cars coming through. But no contact yet. Roman Marks from Slovenia is the only one in the Nissan today, I believe. And Chubb is off track. Purple lap. Saunders 142.9. Yeah, Chubb went wide. Very intense racing. Here comes Larsson on Miller. Looking a little bit on the inside. See if we can see a late break coming. No, I don't think so. He's way back now, so he won't be able to do that. He has to find another opportunity. Yeah, Don, it looked like a big cluster back there, so that's really unfortunate. Oh, that's a very aggressive move there. We see a lot of sideways and the accident involving 337. So that was Lee Ellis coming through, yielding now. Or I think it was Miller that was yielding, losing a couple of positions. But then he goes in and he goes side by side. Not a good move. I don't know what was up with that. So that was accident involving number 7. That was Mark. Let's just look at one of these. It's a little bit rough and tumble right now, so we're following Roman Mark, see what happens. So he comes up there, and then we see the Mercedes just kind of sideswipe him. Mercedes is the one that gets the worst out of that. So I think that was Miller. Oh, here we are, back live. Torrance on Banks. Only one driving the BMW. Remember when the BMW came out, it was so popular. Aston Martin on Aston Martin here. We have Britos and Skelton. Yeah, Don, maybe you should look a little bit what happened there, and maybe that's a good example. Show that as an example on how not to start the race. So we're 8 minutes into the race. We've seen a lot of things happening. It's very close racing between these guys coming into the hairpin or the left-hander. Yeah, we can call it the hairpin. Tosa, I think that is, right? Okay, Howard and Banks advancing. Mercedes of Miller is behind this little quartet. Very close racing here. See how they do coming through Variante Alta. Yeah, that chicane is a little bit easier now. You don't bounce off it, which is really nice. Right, great racing here. See how we do further up. Yeah, Ponov. Dershan sits in front of Daddy. Ponov and Ponov. Shannon and KB Smith. It's the AMD coming. Good stuff. Oops, a little bounce. And he manages. Let's go back to this group here. Let's get into the cockpit of the BMW. Torrance. And Miller is just behind him. Let's follow him and see how he's doing. He's looking a little bit on the inside, coming through the Aqua Minerale. He goes wide open up here to just make sure he had and really power up. Little hill here. Torrance defense on the inside. Saunders throttled nicely there in the chicane. Try to keep up with the BMW as he's coming down the hill. A little nervous on the braking. Yeah, that's the thing I've felt on my cars too. That's, you know, I'm braking and the car just starts to twitch. Which is obviously a setup thing. Following Marcus Miller. Let's jump up to Hopkins. So Hopkins is really trying to make something happen. It's the Porsche on the Aston Martin of Caballero in front. Caballero, Uruguay. On the leaderboard, you see the green marker. That means that they've just done their best lap. That means they're kind of increasing their pace. And the little marker you see also, you can see who I have the camera on right now. Yeah, did Jeremy jump? Did Jeremy leave? Oh, Jeremy's still racing. Yeah, the first lap was nothing to be proud of. I just saw there was flashing yellow flags all the way down the grid. See what Hopkins will do. Is he gonna do something on the inside perhaps? No, I don't think so. That's a wise choice. I saw that before. You brake late, but then you don't, you're not able to turn. Let's go down and look at Miller again. Still in the chase for Howard. Behind him we have Torrance, Chris Holmes, yellow flag. Thomas Rainier just passed Larson. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, that's the cluster. I saw a lot of positions changing, but when they go side by side. Car number 15 involved in an accident. That's Britos. 66. That's Skelton. So Britos and Skelton had contact. I don't know what Darby is doing. He's sitting. Oh, he sits out there. Okay. Purple lap, 142.2. Saunders. Oh, that was a little contact behind. Let's see what happened. Let's do the replay. Something happened, some contact coming up to Variante Alta. Oh, a little bump from Mark. All right, so that's what happened. We have Hopkins chasing Caballero still. This is a very racy area here down in P20. Banks passes Aerobus. Oh, it's like this concertina effect when the people come into this first chicane and they don't. It's really hard to judge where people are going to brake. Hopkins now reached up to Caballero. La France is in front of them. What happened back here now? Come on, guys. Accidents. Oh, someone goes wide coming in. It's very tight in this turn. Hidden a little bit by. Oh, someone got a big hit. And turns around. Oh, unfortunate. Close racing and contact. But it looks like someone, whoever it was waiting to yield the position back. So now the pit window is open. A couple of people in the pits already. Hopkins still racing Caballero. KB Smith in an accident. Car 30. That's Sosa. Quite a few incidents. I see so far we have 12 incidents recorded. Four incidents in the first lap. There Champonov goes into the pits. Saunders, who was qualified first, his fastest lap here in the race is 1:42.5, which is really good. He qualified on a 1:42.2. So that's great work. Oh, Miller went off. It's a Torrance in the BMW chasing up a Robus. Robus have a good looking livery, black and yellow. So I think that was Skelton who dive into the pits. The BMW comes like a rocket passing Jeremy Robas. He has the inside. Yeah, easily takes that position up to P14 for Torrance. Half an hour left of the race. Pit window open for another 16. Bruce Hopkins in P7, chasing Caballero, has done so for quite some time. Thomas Regnier is in the... No, that's not... I think that's a lapped car behind them. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. I don't know who that is, though. A Sharp? No, that's not Sharp and Berry. Who's the black car there? No, can't figure that out. There's Shamponov. He completed his pit stop. So runs now in P16. So we'll see when everything rotates around. Honov is still out, and so is John Saunders, so is Jonathan. They haven't pitted yet. Basically, the top 10 have not pitted. Hopkins and Torrance is now in the pits. There's Peter David. I haven't seen that much of him. Interesting color there on his car. Oh, it gets very tight in this field here. Daniel Britos is behind Peter David. Ollie in front. Ollie is chasing Chubb. Jonathan Wood now went into the pits. The first top 10 goes into the pits. Number 66 involved in an accident. Who is that? Was it 66? Yeah, number 66. And the Skelton was that. Still very racy between these guys here. Peter David. Oh, Chubb goes off. What happened? Let's see in the replay. Yeah, that was self-inflicted. Got a little hit there on the curb. And went off track, unfortunately. Bajero went off too. Okay, so that's had a little impact with someone else that's waiting on him there. That's nice. That's a good job. That's how you do it. Let's see what we have now. Well, now this is... the camera setting, the question here from Brian Clarkson. Thanks for joining. So when I swap the car to inside, that's I have camera setting in the control software I use for broadcasting, and that's what decides the inside view. So it has nothing to do with what the driver is doing. He might have a bonnet view or whatever when he's driving, but this is a pre-programmed view. So guys on the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe if you so wish. Oops, not that one, that one. Subscribe and like, put that as a little reminder. So the algorithm gods can treat us right. Caballero into the pits. Saunders still running out behind Saunders and then Pornoff. They haven't... yeah, you're welcome. Welcome, Brian. Yeah, Saunders is now in the pits, and so is Pornoff. Ollie is still out there, so he's doing the long game. Let's get into his cockpit and watch a little bit. He might go in now. It's 10 minutes left of the pit window, so... Let's go over to Deschamps. He's chasing Jeremiah Robas. Yeah, there we go. Another accident reported. Thanks, Craig. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining on this Saturday. Good grid today. 27 cars on track. We actually started with 31. Unfortunately, we had a big kerfuffle in the beginning, so that's... After that, I think there was a couple of people that left. So now Pornoff went into the pit. So now Deschamps sits in P3. Saunders is out again after his pit stop. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Craig. Maybe I should do a replay just of that incident, just to show people that that's not how we do it. So, you know, it doesn't matter what you tell people once, and I'm a little bit the same too. I try to, but because once the race starts, it's like everything is out the window. Just go, go, go. But it's a 50-minute race, and if you screw it up early, it won't help you. So. Especially racing close on the first lap, you don't really know where people brake, because some people are aware of that the braking power is not where it needs to be, your grip is not where it needs to be, and all that. So, you know, people just do it. Yeah, Mr. Britos, yeah, that can happen. Okay, Ollie is still running out. Hasn't pitted yet. He often does this, so we'll see where he ends up. He has 8 minutes left to do his pit stop. Okay, so he went in now, I think, yeah. So Deschamps is now running ahead of Pornoff. I think he wasn't, let's see, I'm gonna see on my statistics here. Yeah, they had the same pit stop. Interesting. Yeah, so all in all, Dershan, he took the lead or came ahead of Mirsch in the beginning, in the start, so that's where they sit right now. And the big winner right now, so to speak, is Larsson. Larsson is up 11 position. If this data is correct, I'm looking at, no, it doesn't make sense. So I think it says that he started in P5. Anyway, let's not get stuck on that. Let's look at the race and what's going on. Caballero sits in P10. He's been kind of in this P10 area for most of the race. It's a good fight. Skelton just passed, or Howard's passed Skelton. Britos, something happened with Britos. I think that was self-inflicted, went into the wall. Oh, here's very spicy between Shannon, Chubb. Oh, that's a move. Look at that. I don't think that was contact. I think that was clean. Yeah, no notation on that. Saunders, Pornoff and Pornoff for the podium right now, as we have 20 minutes left of the race. Pit window is open for another 5, and everyone has pitted. Robas just passed Torrance. Caballero still racing for Thomas. Try to get into P9. Sitting in P10 here for quite a while. Interesting to see in the chatter afterwards what everyone thought about the racing with the new cars. Lamborghini, like I mentioned before, that might be the dark horse. I thought really that maybe the Ferrari would dominate, but I'd like to hear what Saunders thought about the Lamborghini. Porsche on Porsche. Let's get into the cockpit of Lee Ellis. I really enjoyed the Porsche when I tried it out. Oh, it comes a little bit crooked into the chicane. Might set up for a little drag race, Porsche on Porsche. So coming to the straight, last 2 turns. Fighting, not go wide. On the throttle quickly. Ollie got the advantage out of that corner. Let's get in the Caballero. Oh, Caballero passed. Thomas couldn't, he got it wrong when he came into that chicane, so he had to surrender to Caballero. Caballero is relieved now into P9. We're probably going to see him disappear now, because I think he has better tempo than Thomas. It's been lapping a little bit faster than Thomas all along here, I believe. Otherwise, it's a little bit, let's see, Chubb on Skelton. Ryan Chubb, one of our newer racers. Enjoying the Ferrari, I'm sure. field is pretty much spread out now. This is one of the closer battles. I'm keeping an eye on Peter David and Torrance and Aerobus as well. Here we go. Oh, he was making a move there that got him completely off balance. Unfortunate. Peter David, Torrance and Aerobus. Peter Davis is the Porsche with the orange line. Oh, Aerobus went really wide there. That's Peter David. Let's get next to him. See how he looks. How it looks like from here. Larson is behind him. Yellow flag, La France, something happened. No one was close to him, so that must have been an unforced error. France is dropping down P11 right now, P12. Let's see if he's, yeah, he recovered. Let's go back to Larson here. Larson, Torrance and David. So Peter David managed to pass Torrance. Good for him. So this quartet is the closest on track right now. We also have Ellis a little bit further up fighting P to get into P10. Fighting with Ollie, but we stay with this little group here for a moment. Peter Davis start to get contact with Jeremy Robas coming into the chicane. Oh, did you see that move behind? That was... yeah, that was a little bit optimistic. Let's look at that because that was so interesting. Here we come. You see the black Ferrari? I don't know what he was doing. That was Larson. A little bit optimistic, you could say. Oh, I'm getting a little stutter on my stream. I don't know if you see that. But... okay, less than 15 minutes. The David chasing Aerobus. The TV cam. Cockpit. Double yellow. La France again. What happened? France, something happened with him. He's not having a good race. Hopkins. I think he got caught in the chicane. I think that was self-inflicted because he didn't have anyone around him. Most cars are driving kind of uncontested. Except for Ellis, and then we have Larson, David Larson, Torrance, just a little bit behind, 20 seconds down the road. Let's go back to these guys. Here they come. Oh, we saw Torrance back there, got a little spin, a little snap of oversteer, losing positions. Oh, I think maybe that was actually a lap car. No, that's the only BMW. So I think he got a little snap and then he lost some positions. Peter Davids is now reaching Jeremy Robas again, see if he can make something happen. Anyone watching this that's new to eSeniors, this is a group of racers 50 plus. You get age verified and you can participate in our championships. This is the pre-season, the season starts. Nice move by Peter David, see if that sticks. Oh, both of them went. Oh, he nicked him. He nicked Larson. That's unfortunate. Saw that happening live. It's unfortunate. Both Jeremy and And Peter went out in the dirt. Peter David came back and nicked Larsson. Gave La France an opportunity to gain a position. Yeah, so 50 years and older, and you get the age verified through Discord. You can participate in championships. Several championships are starting the first week of May. We have 2 GT3 championships, which has 2 splits, Group 1 and Group 2. We also have a kind of a special one make GT3 race that's going to be on Thursdays. Actually, it's going to be a different car every race for every track. It's going to be really interesting. And also we have the Porsche Cup Classic on Fridays. And they are 1 p.m. US Central Time. So that works for you and you want to race, contact us through Facebook or Discord. You can find us on SIMGRID, and there are links there to our different social media sites. Or you can simply put a comment here on YouTube on the stream, and you can establish a connection through that. Because Peter David and Larsson, it's very close. Peter David had the inside. Larsson backing down. Oh, Peter David touches La France. Oh, La France gets sideways. Yeah. I think Peter David is gonna hold a little bit, maybe. La France is turning around. There he is. Peter David probably gonna give that position back. I think he should. Okay, Pornoff went out. Let's look at that real quick. What happened? Oh, Pornoff went off. That looks... Yeah, that looked like a mess. Oh, he just went off there. So Jonathan Wood now in P3. Oh, a couple of yellow flags again. I don't even know what happened there. I don't think there was contact. I didn't see anything coming up. Yeah, 51 and 230. There was a contact. A lot of contacts in this race. Maybe it has to do with people don't really know how to handle the new cars. Peter David goes off. Yellow flag. France. France just sits out there. Almost get dizzy by all these yellow flags. Ellis. The orange pumpkin colored wash. So Saunders, very comfortable in the lead in the Lamborghini. I certainly need to try that Lamborghini because he has some tempo in that thing. It's another accident involving car 146. That's KB Schmidt. Just jumping between the cars. That has... They are close to something. So you see there are no green markers, so no one is really doing laps here. That seems to losing steam a little bit. Shannon got a good exit out of there. He's really pushing up on Skelton. He's going on the inside. Is he going to do a move? I don't think so. I mean, it gets a little bit... This is Mercedes on Aston Martin. Howard in front, have a yellow flag. So Shannon seems racy. It's about a second faster than Skelton the last lap. Through the chicane behind there we have... no, it's not Miller. I think that's a lapped car. Hard to keep track of that this late in the game. Less than 7 minutes. Oh, here comes Shannon. Good run. He had to pull back a little bit. The fronts in the pits. Ooh, miscalculation by Skelton. Give Shannon the opportunity, maybe. He wasn't able to capitalize there. So here we're coming up. Oh, contact. I was afraid of that. Unfortunate. What happened with Skelton? Oh, he went off. That's the accident. 66 and 55. Yeah. Shannon is yielding for Skelton. Caused a little confusion in the back there. I think that is... that there's Sean coming through the Porsche. Yeah, blue flags are waving. No, it wasn't there, Sean. There was some other Porsche. Okay, Lee Ellis, 337. So he has Ollie in front of him. Ollie sits in P10 right now. Yellow flag on Sosa, way in the back, P23. Let's go back here to these guys. They're racing really, really close to Mercedes. I hear Mercedes is pretty good after the new release. These guys are running kind of in the back, but I think it has more to do losing position, the various contacts and things like that. Mercedes always sounds so good. Let's get inside of one of these. Marcus Miller, let's go inside cockpit. Oh, he gets a good round on that corner. Look at that. He has breezes past Shannon, or at least he's sideways. Let's get up here. Yeah, Miller easily took Shannon, but he's a little bit goes a little bit sideways. It's a little bit compromised coming out into that turn. Shannon is catching up with him. Exactly 4 minutes left. Pit window is closed. Everyone have done their pit stops. Here comes Miller. And Skelton oversteer. The Mercedes, Shannon went into the wall, oversteer. Pushing too hard. That's good. Okay, someone went off in front of Roman Mark. I think that was a Robus. Here's Peter David. Ooh, on Howard. Is going to be able to do it on the inside. We're going to see a late break. That's always interesting. We've seen a few people going really wide. Nice. Oh, break now. Break now. No contact. Ooh, Peter David. He made it. No. He couldn't hold it. Oh, we've seen that so many times now. Because Miller coming into the same turn here just a little moment. Is he going to do the same move? Skelton goes in to protect, goes back into the racing line. Here we go. Both of them coming through really well. Miller gets a really good exit. Are they going to go side by side? What's going to happen? No, he's pushing. He's pulling back a little bit. He seems to have the pace. See how the Mercedes is powering up the hill. Saunders 142.3. I'm sorry, 142.237. That's actually better than his qualifying time that he took P1 in. As this is a off-season, or pre-season rather, I'm not going to do an interview today. I'm sure we're going to see in the chatter later on how everyone liked the cars and their setups. Oh, Miller got through that chicane really, really well. He's going on the inside, gets a little bit squeezed by Miller. Or Skelton rather. Here comes Miller. He has the inside. Skelton have to surrender. Mercedes took that P19. Good racing. Been doing this for a while, back and forth. Oh, Jonathan, what happened here? Jonathan Wood. Looked like he was losing quite a bit of pace. Sharpenberry up to P5. Yeah, Miller is looks like he has found his groove now, so he's gonna extend his lead on Miller, securing his P19. Less than a minute remaining. Super solid race by Saunders. Took the lead from the beginning of the race and he didn't look back. Larsson up P9 or 9 positions. He's really the big gainer, if you will. And Deschamponov in P2. Established that also early on in the race. Jonathan Wood is driving slow. Is he running out of fuel? Yeah, I think he ran out of fuel. Look at that. Dropping P7 right now. Unfortunate if that's the case. Oh, Larsson and Robas last minute. Saunders following him now into the flag. Great job by Saunders, P1 in the Lamborghini. Managed to negotiate this car with the new setups and being a new car and everything that's new. Incredible time. Race pace 142.2. Best lap. Better than his qualifying, so that's super strong. Here we go, coming in to get the flag. There it is, there's the flag. Ponov. Deschamponov P2. Great. He's well behind Mirj Ponov. Dad comes here in the back. He collects the flag right there. There's the flag for Ponov. And here's Chris Bourne in the Ferrari. A couple of Ferraris coming in. Great job by Sharpenberry in P5. So a great race. Exciting to see all the new cars and how everyone negotiates the new cars. Unfortunately, we had a big accident in the beginning. We're gonna look at that a little bit, see if we can glean some learnings and maybe just there won't be any penalties or anything because this is pre-season, but I think people need to contemplate on the driving and improve that. So that's it for me. Thank you guys for joining on the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate, thanks Radislav. Appreciate everyone joining me. I'm gonna so I have Timmy here. This is the guy that you hear bark sometimes. So that's Timmy. He loves racing. You see, he can handle this wheel no problems at all. So thanks to our sponsors, Syndeo, Sim3D, and Castle and Cauldron. We can be found on Pitwall Live. Oh yeah, are you bored, Timmy? No, it was a good race. SIMGRID, that's where we have our racing, and contact us through SIMGRID and connect there to our Discord and so on. So that's everything that I have for you. So appreciate you guys joining, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.